Now, this is a video that a lot of people have asked me to make, but I have purposely held off on it. I mean, today I'm actually talking about it, and you can see my hands are shaking, so much so that when I was shaving this morning, I cut up half my face, just because I couldn't keep the razor held still. Now, this is obviously the elephant in the room, the dream situation. This is probably one of the single biggest pieces of YouTube drama that has happened in the entire year. And I think the reason why a lot of channels, like for example, Critical, have chose not to talk about it is because it's an ever-evolving situation. But what I'm gonna try to do in today's video is to lore master and basically catch everyone up on where it started and how's it going. And believe me, it's not going very good. So if you've been using the cesspit known as Twitter within the past couple of days, you'll know that there are some allegations against Dream. Pretty serious allegations. Now, from what I can gather, this drama actually started originally with the Dream was Stalin Twitter account. Now, this Twitter account wasn't Dream. It was basically like a parody account pretending to be him. One thing you're not allowed to do on Twitter, but this Twitter account would basically constantly just berate Dream, mocking him at every chance the account could. That account was now suspended, but as you can see from various screenshots, they said some not very nice things towards Dream. And then Nicholas Cantu, who's most known for voicing like Leonardo in the new TMNT film and also Gumball.
What the what?
He quoted the fake tweet of Dream, probably believing it was actually Dream because it does look quite similar, saying, again, not something very nice. The problem is with this situation, whenever Dream gets any kind of hate or flack thrown his way, it will be like, you know, a sentence or a one-liner. He will then respond with like Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Like, bro will respond with 3 to 4 paragraphs of information. And the thing is, it's Twitter. Everyone's got like a soft form of like attention deficit now. Literally, like I ain't reading all that. So Dream basically accused Nicholas in a quote tweet saying that he uses slurs and he was like verbally berating an Uber driver. And also on top of that, he apparently physically assaulted Dream, which is like a pretty heavy accusation. And then Nicholas replied with this like now deleted tweet, basically, you know, mentioning Harvard, because that was probably in reference to when Dream hired a guy from Harvard to prove that he didn't actually cheat on his speedrun, despite Dream then coming out later saying that he did cheat on his speedrun. And then afterwards, Dream blocked Nicholas, which of course most of Twitter basically celebrated. And then he posted a video of, I guess, himself riding a horse saying, clearing my head after winning yet another debate. Now after that, you'd assume things would die down, but it's Twitter, so of course things did not die down. You had Robbo quote tweet Dream saying, hi, I was there actually, you called a girl a whore and got slapped for it. What is wrong with you? And then Dream again couldn't keep his mouth shut because he saw how many likes the tweet was getting and then replied saying you weren't even in the same state when it happened. Now the thing is, the Dream hate bandwagon is probably one of the biggest YouTuber hate bandwagons I have ever seen in my life, but it has been brewing for a while because obviously when Dream initially came onto the scene, he was doing a lot of Minecraft. I mean, he originally rose to fame because he was the person who found PewDiePie's Minecraft seed when PewDiePie was churning out daily Minecraft videos, getting millions and millions of views. Dream piggybacked onto that success and then obviously started his own career doing the speed runs and the manhunt challenges. But obviously Dream has been brewing a hate following for an incredibly long time, especially because some of the tweets he's been saying, like for example, I remember at one point when he was talking about how he became famous, and I think the paragraph ended with, I studied Reddit, which just became like a huge meme in the community. Oh, your video on YouTube did 1 out of 10. How'd you do that? I studied Reddit. Adjusts monocle. And then obviously on top of that as well, he was saying like downright parasocial things, like saying his subscribers are like kittens to him. Something which I'm hoping in current year, if he has matured a little bit, that he regrets tweeting out. But that being said, the hate bandwagon against Dream is actually so strong right now. You could literally just lie about him. You could say you had an experience with him. He beat you up. You could provide no screenshots, no proof, and it would probably still be a 50k tweet banger. Now, obviously, I'm not defending Dream. I am just saying that is how the situation is on Twitter at the minute. I mean, Twitter is not a very good place. I mean, for example, people like Ego Raptor have actually recently quit, tweeting out that they'll give out their phone number to mutuals, but apart from that, they just don't want to touch the website again, and I don't blame them. Now, circling back onto the Nicholas Cantu and Dream stuff, he blocked him. We thought it was over, but then Dream posted a full video of Nicholas Cantu in an Uber with Dream in the backseat. Now, one thing I do want to say, a lot of people seem to think that Dream was actually recording this, but he's came out and said that he isn't. Whether he's being honest, I have no idea, but that's just what he's saying. But he put out this tweet saying, Nicholas Cantu, voice actor for Gumball, Dora, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Skull Island, and more, being homophobic, anti-Semitic, ableist, and threatening to kill me.
He said, listen,
he said, if you get out, I'm a what? God, I was trying to tell you that before you even started talking to me.
Yeah, before I tell you,
listen to somebody who has experience in life. If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still
No, I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded. you're fucking Down syndrome. I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the fucking Mariana Trench, and the ants come at me. It'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. You don't understand that you're talking to like a Michelangelo of my time. Right? Like I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history book maker. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a alright? So that's why. You're really cool, Dream. I still want to fight you.
Tyrell, I apologize. Oh no, I'm good.
I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him tonight.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
This was probably in response to what Nicholas said, saying, yep, I slapboxed you in front of the hose. Yes, I was an asshole to the Uber driver. I was wasted and it wasn't cool, which is why I tipped him a lot of money and have been cutting back on drinking. And then Dream apparently saying that like Nicholas was just completely lying about tipping him any kind of money and basically just to look good. But again, like I said, the Dream hate bandwagon is in full effect. So despite this guy insulting Dream numerous times, it became a meme overnight. Like I am scrolling through my TikTok page and I've never seen more memes of like the Gumball character basically just like slagging off Dream.
I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're alright? So that's why.
Now, what a lot of people accuse Dream of at this point is basically holding onto a video of, you know, Nicholas Cantu just completely wasted out of his mind, just blabbering and yapping. And people thought that Dream was basically holding onto this video to use as future proof of blackmail. Like, for example, this tweet here saying you recorded a 19-year-old blackout drunk with the intention of using it to ruin his career. That has 120,000 likes. And then his reply, like, you know, trying to justify it, only 14,000. Oh, that's like secondhand embarrassment. That hurts. That hurts. I remember when that guy would just tweet saying Minecraft and get like 200k likes. Ooh, that hurts. And then the majority of the internet seemed to defend Nicholas further, basically saying that he's came out publicly himself, saying that he has manic episodes. I know the situation is very serious and all, but like I saw this one Whiplash meme on TikTok. It's great. I gotta show you guys it.
You are a worthless, friendless, little piece of shit whose mommy left daddy when she figured out he wasn't Eugene O'Neill, and who is now weeping and slobbering all over my drum set like a fucking 9-year-old girl.
And then on top of the whole, you know, accusations against Dream, he was also defending other allegations as well. And then people were basically accusing Dream of trying to sidetrack or distract from that to basically target Nicholas, hoping to take the heat off the original allegations. He was accused of some grooming, I think last year, but that's actually now resurfaced on top of other allegations as well. I think I saw one on Twitter of like him apparently recording himself moaning, despite the fact that it doesn't really sound like Dream. But then again, I do not know what Dream sounds like when he moans. Now, at this point, you would think, okay, Dream, you got a lot of heat on you right now. The internet absolutely despises you. What do most sane YouTubers do when they have an allegation against them? They quit the internet entirely, and then they try to make some kind of constructive response video. Does he do that? No. Instead, he gets off Twitter and he starts responding on TikTok.
After one of my concerts, one of my friends was having a birthday party, and I showed up to their birthday very, very late. They were turning 23 years old. I'm 24 years old. So it was probably like 1 a.m. or something when I showed up to the party. Nicholas Cantu was there. I didn't know much about him. I didn't know his age, but he was 20 years old. When I got there, he was already incredibly drunk, and he ended up assaulting me about 20 minutes after I got to the party. He was being super aggressive the entire night, was shoving me, and then eventually when I left the party, it was in the middle of nowhere, so everyone Ubered together in one Uber, and he got in the front seat. I still wanted to make sure that everyone got home safe because it was my Uber.
It actually has gotten so bad right now that my own mods are making like Gumball Dream memes with the Uber driver. And on top of that as well, a further development, which is pretty bad, is a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers in the scene, especially in the UK scene, have basically all unfollowed him now, which obviously isn't the best look when you've got a lot of, you know, allegations against you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the #1 Dream hater. I mean, I'll be honest, like I've never watched a single Dream video start to finish in my life. They're too long, and I'm too busy making videos that are 4 hours long. But that being said, someone I've basically never spoken to or never watched any of his content, he needs to get off social media and construct some kind of response video. Apparently, he's been saying on his private that he is doing some kind of response video, which is what he should have been doing in the first place. Why are you debating people on Twitter? Like, you know, when there's a horde coming for you, if you try to quote tweet and single out each individual person, it is a losing battle. I know it's really hard to stay off social media. I get it. You see a lot of people renting you and it pisses you off. But you have two paths right now. You have the high road where you can actually get off social media entirely, despite it being your entire career. I know it's hard. And constructing some kind of concise response video. Or you could go down the route of, I don't know, too mad. And instead of doing a response, just tweet 50 times a second. But yeah, that's my take on the situation. I don't really have any dogs in this fight or anything. Like, he might do a response. He might not. He might fumble the bag. I don't know. I have no idea. But obviously, every day he spends arguing with individuals with 200 followers on Twitter, he's losing more and more of his core audience. It's actually scary how much it's changed. I remember like a year ago, 2 years ago, you would see like dream stands everywhere. But now they're like, they're like an endangered species.